I think we do one sometimes. I swear I ain't gonna drink that much today, y'all. I promise I ain't. Y'all see how she looking at me? Like you a lie and the truth ain't in it. Y'all see I'm back on that chocolate crown. I actually like this. I don't know if y'all peep the reviews or anything out there on TikTok or whatnot, but it's actually pretty good. So I just drank it straight on the rocks. All right. Well, say hey.
Hey.
Back with another one. And you know what's funny? Like over the past 24, 48 hours ever since we posted um, the episode that had my wife in it, there's been a lot of interaction, especially on YouTube and TikTok, about some of the things she said. So I said, hey, why not bring her back another one? Let's do it again and see how it works out. I think we may be on the path for something great here. So people seem to like your interpretations. Then of course you had a few people that had some backlash to it, but I low key cussed them out.
For what?
And TikTok folded the comment response after I cussed them out. But hey, it is what it. No, I'm playing. I ain't cussing nobody out, y'all. I did set some people straight though. Like anyway, it is what it is. Everybody ain't gonna agree with you, so I guess you can attest for that, right?
Right. They'll be okay.
Yeah, they will be okay. So we figured we keep the same concept. We had a list of questions that we done on the last episode or whatnot. So we're gonna come back with it and do the same thing again. So I'll read the questions off, and my lovely wife will give her response, and then I'll put my 2 cents in if it's worth anything on the back end of it, and we'll make what we make out of it. So, my lovely wife, the first question to start the podcast off today is giving up youth to become a parent. What is
Yeah.
your assertion and your thoughts on giving up youth to become a parent? And when I ask that, I'm asking for from maybe two or three different ways, because you got the way we do it, then you got the way niggas do it. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the way other cultures do it. So I don't know how you want to jump into that or whatnot, but I know you always put your little spin on it or whatnot. So, and keep in mind of other cultures when we speak. So I'm gonna ask you again. Let me pull the question back up. Yep. So to you, what is giving up youth to become a parent?
I can't answer that because I didn't give up my youth.
Okay, I'm pretty sure the people want you to elaborate on that, but I'm pretty sure there's some other people out there that don't feel that way.
True, but guess what? Just reality of it. They made that choice to give up their youth to become a parent.
Okay, okay,
You engaged in grown people activities at a young age. You knew what the consequences was or the possibilities of the consequences being. You chose that life.
okay. Now it's gonna be some people out there that's gonna say that they didn't get to choose that and all that kind of
Yes,
stuff.
you
So
did. Minus the people that have, minus the women. I'm gonna say that first. Minus the women or the girls who had been essayed, as we have to abbreviate now because it will take it down off of TikTok and stuff.
yeah,
Minus the people that have, that aspect of it.
Taken advantage of?
Yes, taken advantage
Yeah.
of, and that happened, and that became an outcome. That's different.
Okay.
That means you didn't have a choice.
Okay.
But those who were not and chose to partake in, you had a choice.
Now let me ask you about those 50-year-olds you see in the club. Or like we used to, like we go to Atlanta back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
and we would see 50 and 60-year-old now. They may not have been that old, but they damn sure look that old, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Like they look old. I would always say to myself, people like that would be in the club because they felt like something was taken from them. And I think maybe the question I just asked you kind of correlates with people feeling like they may have lost their youth because they had to become a parent. So elaborate on that a little bit. Like, don't step on their toes too hard.
They be alright. But some of those, no, they didn't lose their youth. That's just who they are. They just choose to be that age in the club, having fun, letting go, letting loose. Still want to be youthful, basically, but not necessarily saying that they lost their youth. But then you do have those ones that's in the club that age, primarily women, mostly, who have had kids entirely too young when they were children themselves. And then, yeah, you out here trying to capture your youth that you lost because you was in your teens, 20s, raising kids back to back to back to back. Yeah, you gonna feel like you lost something. But,
What was taken away from them?
right. But that's your choice. Like me, I don't really necessarily feel like I lost my youth because I had a parent, because I had lived the life that I wanted to live and was in the process of living my life that I want to live or it to become when I had my children. So it's a difference.
So for them people that do feel like something was taken from them, like you got something you can. What's your assertion on that?
Most people that feel that way truly did, they honestly did lose their youth because again, you was out there making them choices at that age to do grown people stuff, and yeah, that just happened to be so what it is, more so towards the women than the men. Because at the end of the day, the woman primarily is the one who got to take care of the child at that age, because the baby gonna go home with the mama unless you really come across a equal person partner that you had that child from, where it's gonna be 50-50, 100-100
Okay,
technically.
I'm gonna just pull the skin off the cat here. What about them 50, 60, and 70-year-olds that we see in our culture that's twerking, that wanna be
Oh child,
seen,
yeah, this just
and
want to be seen.
I feel like them people feel like something done been took from them.
Yeah, or not necessarily take it from them, they feel like it's coming to an end. Because us, we don't live to see high numbers of age. Gratefully, a few of us do. A good percentage of us do live to see a certain high number age, 80s, 90s, well into 100 sometime. But usually about 60, 50, 60, 70, people look at it and time is winding down. So most of those, they either done lost a husband
I'm listening.
or done lost multiple husbands
I'm putting you on a timer today.
or done lost multiple husbands, or
Y'all see, I got the hourglass going. I gotta put her ass on a timer.
something has aspired to where they feel like, oh, okay, I gotta go become Stella.
Like on Stella,
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
how
y'all.
Stella got a groove
Angela
back.
Bassett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people feel like they gotta become Stella. Oh, I lost something. I got to go find this. A part of me is missing. I want to feel young again. I want to feel sexy again. I want to, that kind of stuff. But then you got those again. The mind frame, like, my time is ending. It's coming to an end. Let me enjoy the last years that I have. I don't know how long I got, but let me go enjoy it. Let me go try to recapture my youth and do all of that.
I guess my question is, why does that even matter to some people?
I don't know. I can't answer that. I really cannot.
That is hard to answer.
Yeah. It's just really from that person's perspective. But you can speak for more closely related to our age than you can the ones that's older than us. We know people like that.
Yeah, I do. That's why I'm able to speak on it, and I ain't finna call no names or nothing like that.
Right.
But
Myself personally. Not me personally, but somebody personally related to me. I know this. Two of them. You out here doing and sneaking and doing all of this, and boom, here you go, you pregnant.
the older person doing that out sneaking.
Mm-hmm. Just saying, we ain't gonna get into that today, bro.
See, that's what I'm saying. As long as I keep poking, I can get this kind
But
of
yeah, you
tea out of
got
her.
like a lot of, like I said, it's more frustrating to women than it is on men, because at that age, the baby gonna go home with the mama, like we said. That's just what it is. It's just how we are. They don't try to meet you halfway. Oh, well, he was out here doing this, and they knew what they want to try to put it all on the dude. It ain't all the dude, and stop doing it. Like, it's not all the dude, because guess what? He can say and do what he want and make her happy, smile, cheese from ear to ear. Guess what? It's on her to say yeah or no.
The first question ain't even over yet, and I'm finna pull up another damn bottle, y'all. Golly.
That's what I say.
No,
Like, it's just crazy how adult women try to pass the accountability on to that boy for what the daughter was doing. The daughter's just as bad. Out there sweet talking and doing all of this, shaking and twerking like we talking about at a young age. Always in the midst of dudes, want to be seen. We always talk about that. All attention ain't good attention.
right.
Yeah. You want to feel pretty, you want to be seen, guess what? You tripping. But it goes back to, like what we said, having that male figure in the household.
So you finna go into that, huh?
Hey, it's whatever direction you want to take it. Yeah, that male figure in that household makes a big difference. Whether it be a man child or a girl child, it makes a big difference.
Most women nowadays say that don't matter. Men don't matter.
We know, because that's how they want us to be out here. But truth be told, it matters. I don't care how you want to paint it. It matters.
They'll mostly be your single friends.
Mm-mm.
I forgot you said you ain't got but 2 friends.
Yeah. I ain't necessarily single friends. It's even like a lot of people that I know in relationships, married, single, it's all of them. I don't care how we want to paint it. It matters. So I say we can elaborate on that question a whole lot. How deep you want to take
Well, we got time. We got time. I tell you what, no, we'll just say that for another episode. Because I know how you get. Okay. So the next one. It's around victim economy. So, Miss Jackie, has victimhood became a social currency in black politics?
Yeah. That goes back to what we said yesterday too.
How people always want to be the victim?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that has been put into our culture and politics too. I mean, I see it all the time. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is my per take on it. Like that Jasmine Crockett lady, I can't stand her. I know you like her,
No, she up and
but
down.
I can't stand her for the simple fact that she tries to use victimhood from years ago and bring it into politics and try to make that something to stand on. And when I say make it something to stand on, it's like you want to utilize that as a foundation for black women to stand so strong and just be hoorah, you know, and you're not going to back me in a corner. Man, who gives a fuck about what happened 500 years ago? Like, let that shit go.
It matters to a certain extent, but the way that it's being, you know, we can't forget everything that happened. We just can't forget what happened. Everything happened the way it happened.
If you forget it, you be dumb.
Right. That's what I say. You can't forget it. But what we have to do now in current society, yes, if we sit down and we really do the work and put in the time to trace back, we will see some type of connection between that party back there. You know what I'm saying? The slave party, all of that, the black ancestors, all of that. We will find some type of connection.
Well, that was mainly the Republican Party, though, not the Democratic Party.
It don't matter which party.
I don't want to get this
that's what
too
I'm saying.
political.
I'm not speaking in general. I'm just speaking in general.
Y'all gonna call me a coon any damn way.
So, like, if we go back that way, we will see that we all some type of way connected to what happened. But we can't keep looking, like you said, we can't keep looking at this many years ago. We got to start up until now, our current time.
Right. My thing is not to cut you off, sweetheart, but it's the victimhood that comes with it.
Right.
Oh, you know, y'all made us slaves, and
right,
y'all know how y'all be popping y'all neck and all that shit.
They feel like they're entitled to the benefits of what their ancestors went through. You ain't entitled to nothing that they went through. Only they was entitled to that.
I'm finna pull the skin out the onion. How you gonna try to feel that way? And we ain't even like them folks was back then.
Some of them still are like that.
You didn't see them. You didn't see them people back then twerking at brunch. Them people was highly sophisticated. The ladies had class. Their bodies was covered up when they was amongst people in public. And for you dummy that said something about, oh well, you know, if my flight is 12 hours and I'm gonna be comfortable. It's plenty of ways to be comfortable than having your ass out.
Very true.
That's all we saying.
Very true.
So how can y'all expect to get the same thing our ancestors fought for, and y'all don't even act like that?
Correct. That's the key right there. You don't do the things that your ancestors did in current time to reap the benefits that they deserved.
Correct.
And like you said, it was all about class and grace as women back then. Men carried themselves to a certain standard, looked the type of way. Not saying that we got to do that,
they ain't had their pants hanging out their ass.
We can do it to modern times. We can dress like ladies and gentlemen in modern time. We ain't gotta be suit and tied up all the time, or high heels and pumps and pin up hair all the time. We ain't gotta look like that.
But at least be classy. Cover your chest up.
Hey, that's thank you to social media for that.
Why the booty gotta be so big?
Because they think that's acceptable.
Why the fucking eyelashes gotta fucking just be
bats? Bat wings.
You got bats caps on your eyes. Fitted caps on your eyes.
Because that's what's glorified now. They think everybody likes that. They think every man wants to see that.
Did your ancestors do that though? Why you sitting there mad about what you saw on Fox News or whatnot?
Right.
Your ancestors weren't walking around with their ass out.
Correct.
So how you gonna expect to get the same treatment? Them people ain't gonna take you serious.
Correct.
Nobody. It ain't just white people. Nobody ain't gonna fucking take you serious.
Correct.
When you come into their establishment with all that bullshit on.
Correct.
Period.
And even now it's to the point like, and I saw it myself on Instagram. There's a white man that owns a gym. You can't even come in his gym looking a certain kind of way with no certain type of tights on, shorts, cheeks hanging, and he don't play that.
Oh, he got a dress code.
Yeah, he got a dress code. Because women coming in the gym want to show off and
this ain't just black women, I suppose.
All of them. He kicking them all out.
Good.
Like, he just not having it. Like, you supposed to come in the gym for that. purpose. Come in the gym and exercise, get right, get on about your business. You in there having whole video sessions and taking selfies and doing all of that, but you not doing what you came in there to originally do.
Oh, don't forget your wine.
I know. I don't need. But yeah, we play the victim in a lot of circumstances, but
I just
you're your own victim basically.
yeah, because as our son said, you got the victimizer mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You pulled me over because I'm black. That's Kyle said.
Yeah.
Nah, lady, you ran that fucking stop sign.
Right.
Take accountability, like you just said. You ran that damn stop sign.
Correct. But that's how it. We are the victims in some instances. We are. We can't say we're not.
Yeah, but hold on.
Most of the time,
hold on.
we put ourselves into that victim stage.
Correct. But let me ask you this. What is the percentage of killings on black people that came from something victimized? Like police brutality and all that kind of stuff. That percentage is way less than us killing each other every day for nothing.
That's true.
So we focus on the wrong shit, in my opinion. So let the victimized mentality go. Let that shit gotta go, y'all. You call me a coon or whatever the fuck you want to call me. I don't give a damn. You the one living that problem, not me. So apparently I'm doing something right.
And you can't necessarily say let it go, because some things that happen to a person are very embedded in their deep. It's hard to heal them. It's hard to get past them. It truly is.
I'm talking, when I say let it go, I'm talking about the transatlantic slave trade, slavery, and all. Let that shit go. That shit ain't finna get you nowhere. And then what make it so, not to cut you off, babe, but niggas nowadays ain't even experienced no shit like that. Like you can say all you want to, oh, well, this person was racist to me or whatnot, but think about how it was back in Jim Crow days. If somebody was racist to you, they either killed you or they hung your ass, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, yeah, you may run into it every now and then, but we killing ourselves more than they killing us. Anytime and I'm not gonna say this because I don't want this to get canceled, but anytime the ops, as y'all call them out there, and y'all know the organizations that's the ops against the black people, anytime they can get on the camera without their mask on no more and just say, well, we ain't gotta do nothing but put a liquor store in their neighborhood and stand back and watch them kill themselves. We ain't even gotta kill them no more. And they'll get on social media and say that, and y'all act like it's nothing. That should be the sign that we doing it to ourselves. So when I say drop the victimized mindset, that's what I'm talking about, dropping. Let that shit go, because guess what? They are benefiting off of you logically thinking that way.
True.
Now, I'm pretty sure my wife got another scenario or something she can add to what I just said, but that's just my aspect on it. We ain't never gonna get nowhere.
Yeah, you definitely not gonna get nowhere, because it's like I said, we are our own victims. We set ourselves up for stuff that we shouldn't even be in.
Because our mouth too big. We want to be seen.
True. I.e. the girls with the clothes. Looking a type of way.
Girl, he flew me out the.
There you go.
The head pat. Super ratchet shit. Yeah, I'm coming unpeeled. You can say what you want to. Yeah, girl, he flew me out to so and so and so, and you want everybody to know that somebody flew you out. That's why you in the airport.
Right, but
that bullshit on.
Right, but for a twist of turn, he fly you out and it don't go accordingly. Then you end up SA. Then you the victim though, right? But you
more
ain't
than the yeah, you right. Because I
but
done seen that happen on
exactly.
Instagram too.
But
Well,
you
social
wasn't.
media.
You didn't think about the possibilities of what could be before he flew you out though, right? This somebody that you
Wah, wah,
known all of a
wah.
few days, weeks to a couple of months. Oh yeah, you all excited because he want to fly you out, but you don't know what you flying into. It might be him, might be multiple people. You don't know what you flying yourself into.
Go get diddied. Go diddy your ass.
Horrible. Anyway, y'all. But that's what I'm saying. Like women, women can play the victim in multiple ways.
Well, women
Men
been
can
doing
play
that
the
for many
victim.
years. All
Correct.
races have been doing that for many
Correct.
years.
Correct. It's so many ways that we play the victim. We are our own victim.
Or do you mean own enemy?
Enemy and victim. Both. Because you set yourself, like you say, something happens to you in your childhood. True enough, it happened. We can't deny that it happened. It happened. You gotta process, grow, go through your emotions, learn how to deal with it, learn how to cope with it. Again, go to therapy. That's a start. Go to therapy. But black culture, we don't need that. We don't need to go talk to nobody.
Ain't nothing wrong with me.
Right. What I look like going to tell these people my
The
problems.
self accountability.
There you go.
We lack self
There
accountability.
you go.
Ain't nothing wrong with me. You the problem. It's you.
And sometimes we do be the problem.
80% of the time, we are the problem.
Yeah, we do be the problem.
80% of the time, we the problem. I ain't even gonna hold you.
But in order not to
And
become
y'all know it.
a victim of your own mind, you have to learn how to navigate through what you feel and how you feel, how to recover from it, how to go forward from it. That's the only way you gonna get past that victim mindset. Take yourself out of a victim environment. Why you gonna stay in an environment that keep triggering your victim mentality?
Right.
You know this happened. It done happen. Oh, he done killed my brother. You know they done killed your brother, but yet you keep putting yourself in that same environment where your brother was killed.
I know we're having a whole conversation here, but I'm going to show you how my mind is. We got these cameras on, and we started this podcast, and I didn't change the date on the bookshelf. So I'm going to let y'all watch me, because this is raw footage, just raw. So I'm going to let y'all see me get up and change the date, because it's going to be bothering me.
OCD at its finest. Okay.
That's okay. I'm trying to be perfect in everything I do.
You can't be perfect. That's the problem.
I can be perfect. I know what you're talking about. What's the day?
26. And happy birthday to my oldest god sister, Leah. On today, the big 3-0.
Leah 26.
Yep.
I'm back, y'all. Fat boy back. All right. See how it is dealing with me? I'll be on another planet.
Dude.
Okay. Oh, that's a good one. Gender wars.
Gender wars?
Yeah.
What about them?
Is modern black gender discourse helping relationships or poisoning them?
Both.
Ooh. But she came back with a rebuttal quick. Well, I'm ready to hear this. She said both. Both. All right. Go ahead
Let's
and
start at the very beginning. When a child is born, our job is to teach them how to survive in life without us after they become of age to live on their own. So that means, regardless if you have a boy or a girl, during that time of growth, guess what? Ain't no such thing as gender roles.
hold on. Wait a minute. I'm sitting here scracking through these questions that we done. Say that one more time.
Our job as parents,
Yep.
when we have children, regardless
Mm-hmm.
if it's a boy or a girl,
Yep.
our job is to teach them how to survive without us when they become of age to not be with us.
Okay. All right.
No.
I thought you were
So,
saying something else, boy.
so
I'm finna say, oh,
meaning,
wait a minute.
so meaning, when they're in the household with you at that small age up until an adult child, ain't no gender roles. Guess what? That boy and that girl got to learn how to feed themselves right. That boy
Okay.
and that girl got to learn how to clean up right.
Hygiene, yeah. Yep.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
There is no such
You
thing.
lead me in.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a gender role when you're being of age. You know, when you're becoming of age. Because guess what? Most boys, oh, you need to do the manly stuff. True enough, yes, because we are born totally opposite. Women are smaller, weaker than the average man. You got some women that are stronger than the average man. But we ain't going into that. So our mind in society all across all cultures is, oh no, the women need to do take care of the kids, cooking, cleaning.
So you talking about traditional
Yeah.
gender roles by
Yeah,
what
yeah,
is on your birth
yes.
certificate
Yes.
by male or female,
Yes.
not the deter this whole
Go ahead,
thing
deter it.
or change this whole conversation. But I had to make sure that I was on track because I never said this on camera. I did before, but I used to be a conservative. But now that I've learned more in my journey and I've grown more to understand like neurology and how stuff with the brain and the consciousness and all that stuff works, now I can actually understand how people feel like they trapped in the wrong body. So when you're a conservative, it's just male is male, female is female. But now I see it a little different. Now, you know what I'm saying? And that don't make me no leftist
Right.
or no liberal or nothing like that.
Right.
I just understand more because in the past when I called myself a conservative, I didn't understand it. I didn't have a foundation of anything to understand why people thought this way. But I opened my mind, I gave it a chance, and I went and I understood how these people think the way they do. So my aspect and the way I see it is totally different now. So when you was answering the question at first, I assumed that you was answering it from a traditional
But it goes into farther,
gender
like you're saying.
gender role standpoint,
Correct.
right?
It
Okay,
goes
all
into
right.
farther as you're saying. Some people
I just have to
do.
correct people out there because y'all like to take stuff out of context, and you try to come for my wife, then trust me, I'll come knock on your front door, bitch.
I'm cool, but yeah, from a traditional perspective, but that's where we as a people have to get out of that because it's
Yep.
okay. It's okay for women to cross over into men things if they feel like they are able to do it. I ain't saying sports, y'all, cause
But
no,
there's a lot of women that turn into men.
right, that's
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
No crossover as far as like the sports world or anything like that because it will always be unfair. We already know that. We built how we built, men built how they built, period. But when it comes to just jobs, you can say jobs in general.
No, well, what type of jobs?
It just depends because you got
Because you can
women.
say jobs we can simplify it or
I
we can
know
put it on extra difficult.
we got women in construction. Okay, if that woman feel like she able and capable to handle the construction field, let her go do it.
Okay, but I correct me if I'm wrong, but I ain't never seen no woman Navy SEAL.
No,
That's why I
because
said
that's why I
we
say
can
it
go
just.
easy,
But that's not.
normal,
But
moderate, and then we can go extra hard.
but that's not in her control. It's all.
But this is how I feel about it since I know what I know now, not to cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's a woman that wants to identify as a man and has done what he wants to do to become a man,
Mm-hmm.
you need to be judged in the same aspects of everything as a man. Your ass can join the infantry, you could be pararescue, you can be a Navy SEAL and everything. But then when it come down to it, because you know true enough what's on that birth certificate is a F and not an M,
Mm-hmm.
don't you complain one bit.
But that's why I said if that woman feels like she is capable and able to do things of a man's caliber, then so be it.
Yeah, so be it. But when it get hard, don't try to backtrack is what I'm saying.
But they tend to do that once they realize that.
No, keep that same energy.
Right.
Keep
That's what I
that
said.
same energy.
It does it just it's just how the world is. But like I said, gender roles, why you raising kids, just teach your children across the board how to do things.
Right. Like
Yeah.
teach the boys how to wash their clothes, how to
Right,
clean.
how to clean, how
You
to
know what
do
I'm
that.
saying?
That's not just primarily a woman's job because guess what? It
Right.
might not be no women involved in this boy life for a long time. Or every woman that he done got attached to might die. Something might happen. They might disappear. Guess what? He still got to know how to do it.
That's very true.
Just like the girl.
That's
It's
very unless you
okay.
got a lot of money and pay somebody to do it for you.
Correct. Just like a girl. It's okay for a daddy to go outside and show his girl how to change oil, how to change a tire. It's okay. Teach her to be somewhat car illiterate so when she become of age, can't no man play no game or run no game on her when it comes down to a car.
Well, who taught that girl how to put antifreeze where the oil go?
Hey, her mama probably cause she ain't know. But yeah, like just simple things like that. Take it, teach that man, teach his daughter, show her step by step. This is how you do it. And I can't say it's all cultures because it ain't. Because guess what? You see a lot of white people, don't you? A lot of white men, don't you? Teaching their daughters out there while they building stuff, working on
I do see a lot of that
cars.
on social
There you
media.
go.
I
So
do.
it do it. It's no gender. Teach them what they need to know, even if it's the basic of basic. If you don't know how to do it and somebody around you know how to do it, hey, go over there with your uncle, let him show you how to do such and such, or at least give you an idea how to do such and such.
You got a point. And some of them things, even myself, I could do better. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I know how to change my own oil, but I'm gonna pay somebody to do it
Right.
before I do it now. And
Like
did I
me.
teach my daughter how to change oil? No, I didn't. But I taught her how to be smart enough to know whenever she go to get her oil change, they can't come back in and say, "Oh, well,
Correct.
I ain't even gonna say her name because y'all some freaks out there."
Right,
But
but that's what I'm saying. Like the
I told you to
basics.
change my oil. That's why you see these people online talking about some like Bubba Dub when he was like, "Change my oil."
Even
Don't mess
like
with nothing else.
outside stuff. It's okay for a girl to cut grass. It's
You
okay.
you think so?
Yes, it is okay for a girl to learn how to cut grass. It's okay for her to learn how to be manual with her hands. It's okay. Again, because she might go
I
out
don't
here.
agree with that. I
No,
love you to death,
no,
but I don't agree with that.
it is. If she ain't paying nobody to do
You
it,
gotta help me understand it because y'all know me. I don't agree with that.
it is. It's no different than that boy learning how to wash clothes and take care of himself without a girl, without a woman.
Yeah, but that ain't washing clothes ain't pushing no damn lawnmower for
But
no
like I
damn
said,
2-3 hours
it's
in the
no
hot ass Texas
it's
heat.
no different. If that girl grow up and ain't no man figure around her, she ain't got no man, she ain't got no husband, no boyfriend, all of her uncles and brothers and daddies done died off, or she just choose to go somewhere. If you ain't paying nobody, who gonna do it?
You talking about we live in the country.
No, I'm just saying, period. It's grass everywhere.
Y'all see how I don't want to let her get away with
Right.
it.
It's grass everywhere. It's no different.
I'm just saying, I don't want my daughter cutting no
Right.
grass.
That's you. Your
Well,
daughter.
well,
But your daughter, it's okay for her to know how to do it.
I don't want her to know how to cut grass.
Okay then. So that means she gonna be depending on her husband, boyfriend, or whatever, or somebody she gonna pay somebody to do it.
That's fine.
Right. That's why I said it's don't say it's okay for the girl to learn how to do it, but I mean the boy to learn how to do it, but it ain't okay for the girl to learn
Now,
how to
little
do
boy
it.
need to be out there cutting grass.
Why do you say that?
Because it build character.
All right, it build character in that little girl too. Touche.
I'm just going to be honest. Things things in the world are more difficult for men than it is women.
That is true because we are.
And I think it goes down to those little simple things like we just talking about, oil changes and grass and all that kind of. Then you got a certain level where stuff
Right.
start to pan out and start equaling out to each other. But little small stuff like that, I just feel like woman ain't got no business doing it.
Okay, that's your opinion.
That is
But
my
like
opinion.
right, but like I said, what if something happens to where she got to do it on her own?
Pay somebody to come and do it.
Right. Then what if we gonna keep going? We gonna keep digging. What if it ain't nobody around to do what she need?
See, that's
I'm
that
not
country ass mentality
No,
you
I'm
got.
not. No,
Because
no.
my wife motherfucking go crank up a 4-wheeler and go and pull the damn sheetrock down and put a whole nother piece of sheetrock and
But it's just
she just do shit like
Right,
that. I don't like it though, y'all.
But
I don't like it.
But I was taught to do small things, just like the simplest of thing of changing a tire. In the world we live in now, it's not even safe for a woman to rely on a man to come change her tire.
Well, niggas won't even pump the gas now.
Exactly.
So
you
you
got
can't
women
even-
out here getting kidnapped on the side of the road because they tire flat. You see what I'm saying? And they out here trying to change tires. Or waiting
Where
on
you see this at?
It's happened. Back in the day when your tire was flat,
Your ass must have been up in fucking Oregon.
a random stranger would stop and help you and change your tire back in the day. The police would stop and help you change
I
your
will
tire
say
back
people's
in the day.
morality was a lot different,
Exactly.
but it was some weirdos back then.
Exactly.
And we got weirdos now.
Right.
But I don't think we got no damn
Right.
Jeffrey Dahmer weirdos.
If she got a flat tire and her dude ain't available, okay, yeah, you got roadside assistance where we at, but everybody ain't got roadside assistance. So what she gonna do? Sit there on the side of the road until somebody just decide they randomly want to come help her because she don't know how to change a tire? See what I'm saying? It's simple. It's not necessarily taking over the role.
Touche.
It's not
Okay.
the necessarily thing of taking over the man's role. It's just teaching her how to do the basic things of a man. So if something like that instantly happened, all right, I ain't got to panic. Ain't nobody in place.
This goes back to what we were saying about the gender roles influencing the culture in the question.
Because we
Okay,
as
you
parents,
got me. You
because
got me,
we as
but-
parents don't teach them everything or the stuff that we know to help them in instances like that, because we feel like you said, I don't want my daughter to learn how to cut no grass, because that's just what we don't want them to do, not the fact that they need to know how to do it.
Right.
We just don't want them to.
And I still don't, even though you got a valid point. We can just
Right.
agree to disagree here, because I don't want my daughter cutting no grass.
And that goes into now current times relationships with not necessarily our age, but our kids' age who are coming up into relationship age. That's why you see so many boys sitting in the car pumping gas while the girl pumping gas. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see that at Costco all the time.
Right. You see so many things that we don't agree with in our generation that they doing. Why is it cold like it is out the door and y'all got to make a store run? You in the car while she getting out.
Because them single women you were talking about yesterday raised a boyfriend.
Right. Because that mama, when a dominant man do come into that single woman's life, Leave my son alone. Don't tell my son what to do. It's a right way and a wrong way to teach him how to do something without crossing those boundaries. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But every time this man try to correct that young man or that daughter, you got something to say. That's why we in a generation now where everybody's saying the girls becoming the boys and the boys becoming the girls.
Gonna shift gears here, y'all. Media brainwashing. So, is hip hop culture empowering or psychologically trapping our young black men
And girls.
and women?
I just answered it. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
I think so too. But ladies first.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm finna eat this up.
Yeah.
Pause, as they say.
Yes, it is. Hip hop is not like it used to be. Yes, back in the day, true enough, when hip hop first came around about 50, 60 years ago, I think. I think I'm right. Accurate somewhere around there
I
about
don't
50,
know. There's some
50,
people out
50
there.
to 60 years. You can fact check.
They might not fact check you like they do
Yeah,
me,
but I know,
but
yeah,
they be
about
on my
50 years, I
dick.
say, when hip hop came around. It ain't like it was back in the day. Hip hop was created for fun, the expression, you know, just getting together up north. They can't get along, but they found some common ground to release themselves into. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So over time, it has turned into, as we was growing up, you had what, BET Uncut, you had what, all the stuff that you had to watch at a certain time after hours. You know, we was sneaking watching stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it wasn't so open on TV, they advertised it, but we already knew we was gonna sneak and watch it because first off, it was our bedtime. It was after our bedtime, stuff like that. Then we get older and have our kids. As we getting older, we see it more and more and more and more on TV. Like back in the day, when Freaknik came out, Luke Freaknik. Come on now. Every girl wanted to go to Freaknik.
And I was all about it too.
Exactly. And every boy wanted to be a spectator at Freaknik.
Yeah, but we wasn't
We were
toting no fucking switches and you finna get me started on these YNs. I
we
can't
gonna get
stand
into that, but
that ass.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's different things that have happened over time to where everything just started to shift. Then we came into an era where they say sex sells. Sex sells. That all the glorifying of the male or the female body being out, her boobs showing, her butt showing, her and her thong and bathing suit. You see what I'm saying? Over time, it just started to grow, and like they said, what happened to the actual people that the babies could look up to?
They vanished.
To show them the same things, but on a different side of it, where yeah, I can still do this, like Soul Train. Soul Train, they was out there getting
I
it.
used to want to go to Soul Train
Right,
too.
so they was out there getting it on Soul Train, but guess what? They was covered up.
They was so classy.
They got a little shorter dresses, shorter skirts over time, but you still never seen them butt out,
Yeah,
dog
they
showing.
moose knuckle showing.
Right, you never seen that. Just like now, I don't understand how bathing suit top is in fashion when it's too little. You know for a fact that this bathing suit top ain't even barely covering your areola, but it's in style.
But if your areola's big as fucking bologna slices, then you got problems.
But still,
So maybe that it just don't work for everybody.
it don't. But still, a bathing suit top was created to cover everything. Yes, you gonna have some showing in the middle if it's not a full cover top. But when did that become a style? When did it become a fashion?
For it to be too little,
For it to be too little.
sometime in this era.
You got grown women going out to family friendly places looking like you looking. And then you're going to say, oh, well, I can wear what I want, but still be mindful as a grown woman. You know these boys out here looking. You know they looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and we can keep fast forwarding. Fast forwarding, it keeps getting worse. We had a generation where there were PRs and execs in place who signed people who had talent.
Oh, APRs.
Yeah, APRs, my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
We
yeah.
had people in place for that. Now, you got to go through all these people right here to sign off to get a music deal.
That went away.
Exactly. Where did it go? Why did it go away? Money.
Social media and the internet.
Quick money. Oh, everybody
I don't know now one APR that would have picked up Sexy Red.
None of these boys out here either now. None of them.
And if she did get picked up, it'd be because she would have had to have her best makeup and her best outfit on. You know what I'm saying?
My point exactly.
I ain't saying she ugly.
She's a beautiful girl.
But the way she dressed and presented herself,
correct.
She ugly as
Correct.
fuck.
Correct. All of them. Summer Walker, beautiful.
I don't know if I agree with that.
She beautiful girl. But why you got to go get your? I was gonna say something. Why you got to go get your butt 3 times the size of your body? Tiny Escape. Why you got to go get your butt 3 times the size of your body? Baby, you've been relevant for decades. Why all of a sudden you need this?
I don't ever see Tiny like that though.
Child.
My boy Tip keep her covered up, huh?
No, she don't. No, she covers herself, but she have her moments to where her BBL hanging out and her legs smaller than her butt. It don't fit.
That's our generation,
Exactly.
y'all. So
you were beautiful before this.
they was older than us though.
They slightly older than us.
Yeah,
they ain't that much older than us.
I looked up the T.I. for show, so
Yeah.
I know he got to be older than me.
Yeah, they not that much older than us. But still, Tiny was relevant for decades, looking her natural self, and all of a sudden, out of the blue, nowhere, you boom, pop up your eye color.
I didn't even know she had a BBL.
Yeah, you got a BBL. Why, Tiny? You done made your imprint on the world, baby. You don't need that. Your man was with you all these years before you got that. True enough, yeah, feel good about yourself. True enough, but you ain't have no. Why?
I think that shit is mental illness, but
It's not.
But I'm gonna get off the. I'm not talking about Tiny being mental illness, but just overall, like this ain't no belief or no feel. This is just.
And I don't
I'm
have
just
no
a straight shooter.
I don't have no issue with women who do have BBLs because some BBLs look really nice. They look real natural. Some people do it because they've lost so much weight and now they look a certain type of way after being heavy for so long. They want to look good, look even better. Okay, cool. But they don't go overboard. The ones that's going overboard, yeah, y'all tripping. Yeah, you definitely tripping. But anyway, back into it. Hip hop, fast forward now, the signing of artists like we was talking about. All of that went away.
I think it just changed. It killed black culture is what I think.
The last best era of music we had was the 2000s. 2000, about 2010.
Well, that's your opinion.
Yeah, that's true. Like the last best era of music we had. Hip hop, R&B, 90s, all day, early 2000s, we can shake and bake all day.
There is still good music out there, so I have to agree with you on that. Like, shout out to my boy Belly Gang Cushton.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Love Belly.
He made good music. You know what I'm saying? Has the scarcity of good music?
Yes, gone.
It is
gone.
Yes, it is.
Gone.
It's not the same.
And the ones that do make good music, they overshadow because they so busy. This generation listening to drill music,
that's what I was finna get into.
Carrying, and I can't can't say certain things, but carrying pew pews like they saying, and
switches and
yeah,
all that shit.
switches and AKs, and why?
That shit ain't gonna get you no hoes. Sorry.
Some death sentences and some time behind bars, if not dead yourself. But I'm just saying.
When I was that age, I was more worried about trying to sneak into your house.
Or look, that's why I said, like, back then it was like the boys was, yeah, they might have been intrigued about guns, but you know how we grew up.
Only them scary ass niggas that was bullied on thought about guns back then. In my opinion, my 2 cents.
Yeah, it was nothing like that. But now it's like the fact that, what's that, Grand Theft Auto. What is the other little games that got that in there? Like, they growing up looking at it. They growing up playing it.
The mentality changes.
Yeah.
Because you got a point. I mean, we had games. No, actually, you know what? I don't remember us even having no game like that.
If it wasn't no hunting game, you ain't see it.
Well, I think the first one that came out where I could actually shoot humans may have been like Medal of Honor or Resident Evil or something. You know what I'm saying? But they were zombies, so it was justified reason for shooting them. But now it's just like
you got
the game is the mentality of a lot of people, and I know it's bad whenever people start actually posting Grand Theft Auto videos or like Halo videos, and I know people game and all this kind of stuff, but when people post it and they actually trying to compare it to real life, or you see like videos on Instagram of people having car wrecks and people like that, and people laughing at it and calling it Grand Theft Auto, that's when it's bad. So I agree with you on that.
That's where we at, though.
But I'm getting more back towards the music.
The music
because
is trash.
when you start talking about the music change and how they be talking about switches and that drill music.
Yes.
I don't know if the camera on me right now, but there we go. That drill music fucked y'all niggas up out there, man. Y'all can't get no hoes or none of that because y'all don't know how to. And I don't even listen to R&B music all the time, but half of you niggas don't even know what old school Usher song or old school Jodeci song or Drew Hill and those shit like that. Back in the day, man, go get you some girls, man. I'm talking to the 15 to the 20-year-olds out there. That motherfucking gun you toting around and shit, that shit don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. And then when you do get you some girls, be smart. Don't go out there and do nothing stupid, man. Like, actually live your life. Stop. Y'all wake up gang banging on bacon. As Cat Williams said. Like,
they wake up angry.
You wake up angry for no reason. And it's because of that fucking music you listening to, bro.
And y'all can say what y'all want to. Music has an effect on the human brain.
It does.
On the human emotions, on how people revolve. Like, music was made for that reason.
I can't get that song out of my head.
Yeah, it was
I keep
made
hearing that
for
beat. I keep hearing that beat. That stuff is what's, like my wife say, it's made for that. Now, we ain't gonna get into the theology side of that shit.
It's made for relation. Like, it's made for you to relate to what's going on.
It's entertainment. Yes. It is, at the end of the day, it's entertainment, and y'all making it y'all reality. Which is the dumbest thing you could do.
Yep.
Yeah, I listen to a Dro, T.I., Spody
all day. But they wasn't talking about all that though.
That is true.
They wasn't talking about all that.
That is true.
They was hood boys, but they wasn't talking about all that.
That is true. Yeah, you right.
When you out
but
here
that drill shit now, I don't listen. I don't know none of y'all dumb niggas.
You out here talking about running down on somebody, going like, why? Why?
Where that music even came from? I don't know if y'all watching this and if y'all get this far into the episode, which I'm pretty sure y'all will, or I'll go ask one of my kids. Where Where that drill music shit came from? That's the dumbest shit ever
Even
to
the
black people,
girls.
bro.
Now you can hop on the girls. Even the girls. The most vulgar things we had were our generation was Trina, Kaya, Adina Howard. You see what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. That's the most vulgar we had,
I
but it
don't know.
was
We had some pretty bad shit.
we did, but not like
Luke.
now. No, I'm saying women wise, as far as like seeing the women in somewhat skimpy clothes and stuff like that. The stuff that she would say or the stuff that Trina would say in her songs, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was
It was
pretty.
rough,
It was
but it ain't
grotesque
nothing
too.
compared. But it ain't nothing compared to like it is now.
It really ain't. You
The
look.
women,
I'm not trying. Look, I ain't black trying to call the kettle black, as Martin said on that one episode. It
like
was bad.
it was bad. But it was only a handful of women back in our era that did that. Now every girl pretty much that come out is that way. Like, name a female rapper. Name one who just got some straightforward music.
Not now.
My point exactly.
Glorilla, she talk about it.
She exactly, but not as bad. Now I give Glow her props. She talk about it, but Glow ain't as bad as most of them.
Megan Thee Stallion, 8 sign. But
vulgar as vulgar can be.
Yep. Beyonce even like that now.
Yeah. Why? When you started out great R&B.
Talk about me, myself, and I. I'm gonna leave her alone because Jay Prince will be at my house.
Ain't nothing. B still a great artist. She's a great performer, but B's style has changed a whole lot. It has.
Yes, because
B,
I remember, not to cut you off, but I remember being a jit about 10, 11, because 95, 96, Destiny's Child, am I right? That was around her time. And then around about 90, 98, 99, she went independent, maybe 2000, sometime around there.
Great music.
Because I graduated high school 2024. So I remember being with my mom listening to Beyonce solo album. And the music that she had back then does not equate nowhere to what she doing now. Because now I don't even listen to it. Back then, like, I would actually, like, listen to it.
Right.
Of course, with my mom or whatnot, when we would be going grocery shopping or whatnot, she'd be listening to it in the car. But it was sustainable. That's what I'm getting at.
Like Sexy Red. Who finna, of me, my age, a woman my age and older, who finna hop in the car like you said? Who finna say turn on Sexy Red? Not me.
Our daughter might say that.
She's slow sometimes, but I'm just saying. No, like no. But this is the same music from the females and the males that are being relayed to the children that's coming up. And JD said it the best. Guess what? If you want to succeed in the world, just like he did Bow Wow and all them coming up when they was young, who gonna cater to that age group? That's your money maker right there. 11, about 10, 11 to about 16. Who gonna cater to that group?
Well,
Nobody.
you got that. A few years ago, you had Finesse 2 times and that little boy that he was running around with.
And Finesse ain't nobody look up to. Now look at him. Look what the stupid stuff he doing. Right.
Yeah.
You got your girl locked up. Your girl locked up and you out. Make it make sense.
She's still locked up?
Yeah. Make it make sense.
I ain't gonna get on camera and
that's all I gotta say about it.
Because I don't know enough about it. Now, if I knew enough about it or if I was into celebrity politics and all that stuff, I would talk about it. Because trust me, you don't get no pass neither. But I just don't know enough to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So.
And I hope she don't call herself taking no charge. I really don't. But anyway. I digress. But yeah, we have no good music. Hip hop does affect these kids, us, this generation, it does. And
I think
in a very negative way.
The drill music has definitely increased black on black crime. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Because it's, even though I don't listen to it, I've run into a few tracks. And it sounds like to me, from what I've heard, is y'all really get stripes. And I mean, back in the day, we had gangs that would get stripes and get glorification for doing stuff like this. It was bad. But now you got people that are non-gang related who think like gang members. And because of the music, the drill music is inspiring you to go out, put you a switch on your shit, and walk around with your shit tucked in your fucking underwear or your clothes or pants or whatnot, and wait on some shit to happen so you can purposely shoot and kill somebody. What fucking type of toxic mindset is that? You call me what you want to. Coon, Uncle Ruckus, this nigga, he think he white. I don't give a fuck. If you niggas is out there thinking like that, you need help. You have a mental illness. And I'm in the camera right here. You got a mental illness and you need to go talk to somebody. Period. Yeah. If you think like that. And it don't matter if you in O Block, the worst hood in Chicago, all the way up to the fucking best suburbs in Los Angeles, where the cost of living is ridiculous. If you think like that, you need some fucking help.
Yeah, you wake up every day thinking about, all right, every day. If it's an everyday thought, oh, let me go out here, let me have this switch on my hip, let me have this 9 backed up. Like, it's crazy. Crazy.
And can I vent?
Child, go ahead.
Half of y'all, 90% of y'all that's toting that shit, ain't nobody studying you anyway. Ain't nobody worried about you. Ain't nobody looking for you. Ain't nobody done nothing to you. You just want somebody to think you hard.
Yep, and in the words of John, may he rest. Put him down, put your hands up, and fight like a man. You live to see another day.
They can't do that though.
It's not worth going to jail over somebody, child getting killed, you getting killed. It is not worth it. People get tired of seeing RIP over some stupid stuff.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I have said it a few times on camera, but I've had reasonable explanations. Right. Y'all got on here talking about my kids, what you was gonna do, and the little threats and all that kind of stuff. Hell yeah, I'm gonna protect myself.
And that's the key. That's the key fact. That's the key word right there. If you are not protecting yourself and your family,
correct.
Put this down.
Correct. But for you to wake up and have to do that every day because it's something on your mental or because of the environment you in, there needs to be something that's, guess what? Doing the same thing over and over is insanity. That's why I said you need to go seek help if you think like this. Because if you're doing the same thing every day, you waking up, you turning the music up loud, you going to load up the AK or the switch, you putting it in your clothes, walking outside, you going to sell dope or doing whatever you doing, blah, 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 and you coming home, laying down, going to sleep, getting up in the morning and doing the exact same thing, hustling or doing whatever you're doing. If you're doing the exact same thing every day and there is no fucking change, then you are insane. Period. Like I said before, call me a coon or whatever. You're a product of your environment.
Correct.
And you need to do something to change it.
Correct.
And can't nobody do nothing but you. Correct. But if you don't want to do nothing, then guess what? You need to take self-accountability. You're the problem. You're the problem.
And all of that I die by my respect, and yeah, true enough, we respect disrespect, but all that wanna die behind disrespect and all of that, man.
Yeah.
Dying behind a girl, dying behind a dude, like for what?
For what?
For what? All the beef starting over, stepping on somebody's shoe, and
ain't that the dumbest shit ever? I bought my shoe just like you bought yours.
Clean them or go get some more. Simple.
But you want to put on some brand new fucking white Air Force One and go to the club and get mad when somebody step on your shoe.
It's crazy.
If the shoe was so important to you, why didn't you just go get a section and pay to get away from everybody else? Oh, you ain't got the money for that though, but you got the money for them shoes.
They got the money for what they want money for.
Y'all, I just honestly don't. I think they don't think logically no more. No one thinks logically.
But that's where we come into play. People our age, people our generation trying to pass it along. But hey, it ain't gonna matter if you try to pass it along or not. It's all according if they gonna listen.
They gonna call me a coon. They always call me a coon.
You got some that do grasp the message and like, hey, what you said, I heard you. It do make sense. Why am I, you got those that's like that, but most of them, they're not gonna listen.
They ain't, because they got too much dip on their chip.
And we was the same way. We can't sit here and tell you we wouldn't. We was the same way growing up. We didn't listen. We didn't want to hear. But
Shit.
when life started life and it's happening and wasn't nobody there to save us no more, it changed real quick.
Shit. My daddy beat me into listening. And I don't care. I get on here and tell the truth. Yeah, I got ass whoopings when I was a kid. And I turned out just fine. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of fucked up. Therefore, a while I done some fucked up devious shit. And for the people who know me, they know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, then you just don't know.
Yeah. That's part of the problem.
It just took a while for them morals to kick in a little bit.
Yeah. Like I said, life kick in and you ain't got nobody there to help you. It'll change.
All right, so now we going to shift gears again and we going to go into education crisis. We kind of touched bases on this a little bit in our last question or whatnot. So, baby girl, let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Why is academic achievement sometimes treated as acting white in our culture?
Ooh. Because
you think you better than me.
Because we ain't set up for success in the household when we get out.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So you going back to I'm taking this deep. Back to the foundation of how we were raised.
That point.
Okay, all right, slide. Let me see if I'm gonna pick up on it.
And I'll repeat it because we are not, as a culture, set up for success when we graduate, or if we graduate. We ain't set up for it. What's the first thing they say? You turn 18, you got to get out of here. What you gonna do? What am I do?
Y'all see she got 1 hour out of me already?
The next one is, oh, you going to the military. Because you're not successfully set up. We're not successfully set up. But the ones who are, you mad at them because they folks did what they were supposed to do. How you mad at somebody for them setting their child up for the future and to be better than they was or their circumstances and you mad?
Okay.
So yes, it's going to be the ones who were set up for that or who became an adult and chose later to go do that. Yeah, they always going to feel that way.
I got a different perspective than that.
Go ahead.
She is entirely 100% correct.
Go ahead.
But my perspective on this topic is it has nothing to do with my mom and dad or my parents.
Mine.
This is the way people my age treated me growing up in school, because they made it seem like if you were smart, you didn't belong to the black culture.
Correct.
So me, I've always been a nerd. I've always liked science. I've always liked psychology. I've always liked that kind of stuff. But I was scared to be myself
Because being smart.
because people are. It was already bad enough that my people were considered middle class.
Mine too.
So I was already called white.
I was too.
So I thumbed myself down to act dumb
To fit in.
to fit in.
Right. Because it's frowned upon in our culture to be smart.
Well, I don't give a fuck. You
To
call
be,
me a nerd.
To be your own individual.
Because guess what? A few more weeks, I'm going to be a public scholar, bitch. Ha! And I got to look at the camera when I said it.
Yeah. It's frowned upon for us to have some type of knowledge or understanding of life, like, or advancing your thoughts. Like, it's a problem.
Yeah, well, at least me growing up,
It's still a problem.
I thought it was a problem. So yesterday when I was like I was a C student, I was a C student because I didn't try on purpose so I could fit in with the few black people that I hung with. But now that I'm older, that shit don't even matter. Cause half of them niggas I don't never even talk to. It's probably one or two of them I talk to.
Right.
Not saying I got it against y'all, cause I don't. We just outgrew each other.
Correct.
I just don't fuck with y'all like that. But at the end of the day, like, I am 100% nerd.
And that was another thing. It's
With the gold teeth.
That's what I say. Being a nerd, it was, you got peeked at because people thought you was a nerd. You got bullied and beat up because people thought you was a nerd.
I ain't get beat up now.
I ain't saying
not
that.
in high school. Then I ain't get beat up until
I
was in fifth year and them hoe ass niggas jumped me that one time. We ain't gonna talk about that, but
but yeah, it's because we don't take ourselves serious. You think just getting by is okay. But
correct.
Just getting by is why you in the situation that you in.
Yep.
Instead of you thinking bigger than your situation and putting the effort forward to make your situation better. Oh, I'm alright. My folks did alright. Why you ain't gonna be better than your folks? You tired of your circumstances with your folks and where your folks at, but you ain't did nothing to make yourself better than that situation. So that leads, don't get mad at these people for going out here, getting no education, and putting their foot forward to make themselves better. Yo bad. That's a you problem, not a them problem. Yeah, they might have struggled to get that degree, but guess what?
But it was, not to cut you off, that's why I dib and dabble in that black culture shit a lot like I do.
Yeah, our culture needs to be talked about a lot. It's so much we can talk about in our culture. That from the failures to the successes, it's so much we can talk about.
But them same niggas will get on here and say, oh, he's Sambo.
But guess what? I'm Sambo over here with $1 million bank account while you still sitting over there in your little old city making barely $12 an hour. Oh, okay. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
Checkmate.
That's why I say, baby, you can't come for me because I'm going to play politics with you. We know the stats.
She ain't got to lie. You can look it up. Y'all ain't crazy. Y'all know our name. You can look it up.
How many? What
like I said yesterday, if you're bold enough to look it up and come here, you better have something with you. And that ain't no threat.
Right. The average.
I love everybody.
The average American household don't even got $1,000 in case for an emergency. Ain't that's what they said?
So the statistic on that for 2025, I'd say about third quarter of 2025 when I was doing, because you know I look into dumb, crazy ass stuff like that. The statistic was 7 out of 10 homes in your neighborhood live paycheck to paycheck. 7 out of 10.
That's crazy.
So 70%. Yeah. Of your neighbors are living paycheck to paycheck, regardless of where you live. Don't matter if your neighborhood or, you know, is like our neighborhood where you 500,000 to a million in your house, or if you're in the projects, or if you're in, lower class that's outside of the projects, it doesn't matter. 7 out of 10 people live paycheck to paycheck in every neighborhood. So that tells me even the people that are portraying to be rich, the people that you see in these big mansions and stuff, 7 out of 10 of those people are living paycheck to paycheck. Period.
But they comfortable with that.
They comfortable with it because of how it's portrayed and how people perceive them as having money.
But I'm gonna go back. But I'm gonna go back to yesterday. I mean, was it yesterday? No, the day before when we did the first one with me.
Yeah.
It goes back to what I said. I knew I ain't fit in. Why do I want to fit in a situation or a household where I'm not saying a household because, like I said, I was middle class growing up. We was decent when it came to that. But why when I'm out here looking at my environment and looking at everything around me, why am I okay with that?
Because you settling.
Right, I ain't finna settle for nothing.
If you okay, you settling for it.
But yet you turn around and you complain about your circumstances.
Yeah.
Victim.
That's the first question.
Victim.
That
exactly.
Victim,
that all play hand in hand. You complaining every single day. Man, I'm tired of living like this. I don't make enough money. I don't do. Okay, get you 2 jobs. Stack one check. Use the other one for what you need it for.
Oh, she finna get y'all some game, huh?
It's ways around it.
But y'all got too much dip on your chip.
Yeah,
She ain't I ain't listening to what she got to say. She thinks she better than us.
It's ways around to overcome situations like that, but too lazy, not taught how to hustle, not taught how to keep no standard. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's so many things that play into that, but you are your own issue.
Yep.
You your own problem. You can go over here and have these babies though, right? You can go over here and get these shoes and stuff though, right? You can go over here.
Them brand new J's drop. Them J's. Them Ferrari 14s. I gotta go get them. Oh, you finna get me started. Did you see them niggas at the store when them when them Gammas came out?
Yeah. You can go over here and get the newest.
I say, look at these stupid ass niggas.
You can get the newest everything, but you got an excuse when it's time for you to come up out of what you need to come up out of. Yeah, right.
I'm laughing, y'all, because that was me. That was me.
You got money to go
She didn't put her foot on my neck, but this woman is the reason why I am not in the place we originally grew up at, because she came, like, when we got back together, she set the expectation. Not saying that it was something I had to do, but she told me, I'm not comfortable here. I don't want to be here, and I want to be bigger than this place. So when she say that, I know she ain't lying.
Yeah. Oh, I said they got
it's
money
just we found our niche. We found what worked for us together as a couple, and we did what we needed to do. And when we tell people that nowadays, they look at us crazy. Oh, well, pretty much you had to depend on her and she had to depend on you. No, bitch, we depended on each other.
Correct.
The fuck is you talking about?
I say y'all got money.
We had kids, little bitty ass newborns. I went to work. I made enough money. Like she said, if I had to go get 2 or 3 jobs, I went and did what I needed to do to get us covered, to make sure kids had the daycare or whatever the case may have been was taken care of. That was my responsibility. She held her end of the bargain. I held my end of the bargain.
And y'all don't know how to do that.
Y'all don't, because y'all too worried about what the fuck going on social media.
Correct. Y'all don't know how to do that. Like he said,
is my man cheating?
He did what he had to do, but guess what? Every day that he had to be to work, I was up 4 o'clock in the morning taking him to work.
Yeah, because I ain't even had no license. Because I get on the camera. I tell y'all the truth. I mean, shit. I ain't scared to tell y'all the truth. When I hope the camera come back over here, y'all, yeah, right here. So y'all see every time I get on here, I like to drink. That's always been my thing. I've always liked to drink. So when I was young, I got 2 DUIs. My license was suspended for 5 years. And when me and her got back together, they had been suspended for 2 already, and I had 3 years left. She helped me, and I helped her. Period. I ain't even have no license. She drove me everywhere. But see, y'all got too much dip on y'all chip. Y'all can't do that nowadays.
And
I ain't finna
brag.
do that for somebody.
And I'm a brag on myself a little bit. That's why I can say what I can say now. I don't want for nothing. I never wanted for nothing. I don't need for nothing. My children don't need for nothing. My husband don't need nothing. And we okay. And I can sit here and I can say, guess what? I am going into 2 years into my retirement.
I think you've been retired longer than that.
Technically, kind of. But, officially, we're going to say 2. That's why I can do that. Because we did what we needed to do. It is what it is, man.
But we coons and Uncle Ruckus and
you mad at us. We bougie. We forgot where we came from. And no, we ain't forget where we came from. That's the motivation to not go back to that. Right. What you mean?
Get out of that shit.
Right. What you mean? No, I can't do it.
Did y'all know I left Fitzgerald on a $40,000 a year salary contract? Y'all probably make that in Fitzgerald right now.
Half on don't make that. I just told you minimum wage ain't even over $12.
What? I don't want to talk about Fitzgerald. I left Fitzgerald in 2010 on a contract for 1 year, 12 months at $40,000 a year.
Yeah, don't even make that. Anyway.
Next question.
Right, next question. Yeah, man.
All right, so I think we're gonna not really finish up, but this gonna be the final question. So I left this one for last. So this is the sacred cows. My whole thing and the theology and the religion I study, and the cow has. For all y'all that don't know, the cow has always been sacred. That's why when you see the golden calf in the book of Exodus, it was sacred to the Israelites. Well, a certain. I'm not gonna get too far into that, but it was sacred to the Veldic religion people. You know what I'm saying? The Indo-Iranians, the cow has always been very sacred. So my final question is going to be the sacred cow question.
Moo cows, as our kids
the moo
used
cow.
To call them.
Yeah, the sacred cow.
Our babies always call them moo cows.
So here's the sacred cow question for this podcast. Are there topics in black culture that are literally untouchable without social punishment?
No.
Okay. Why do you think that?
Repeat that question one more time. Make sure I understand it very, very deeply.
Okay. This is the sacred cows question. Are there topics in black culture that are literally untouchable without social punishment?
No. Because every topic in black culture, there will always be some type of backlash, some type of wording, some type of something that's going to cause an issue.
Elaborate.
I just did.
Well, you got to go further into detail.
It don't matter what it is. It's going to get poked. It's going to get pulled apart. It's going to get dissected. It's going to get put back together. It's going to be reshredded again, all the way down the dust and put right back together. No, it's not. It can be parenting. It could be SA. It can be music. It could be hip hop. The same questions we just asked. Playing the victim mind frame, slave mentality, breaking generational curses, money, finances, however you want to put it. It don't matter. It's always going to have some type of something. So no. And it ain't going to be just from us. It's going to be from everybody. But we, again, are our own enemies. We, you see that, we of color sitting here, you're going to have somebody of color who got something to say, who dragging people down, who got, you see what I'm saying?
I'm gonna wear my pajamas anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why we cannot get ahead. When somebody's sitting here telling you as a black person how these other people and other races, primarily white people,
perceive your ass.
Perceive your ass, you gonna do it anyway. But you gonna be
you
mad.
You didn't pay for these pajamas.
Exactly. But you gonna be mad when them white folks who own them airlines turn around and put a dress code in place.
Because you came to the airport at 5 a.m. And I'm going to tell you why this came up. Bitch came to the airport, me and my wife flying out of Atlanta. Flying back to Houston. From Auntie Gladys's funeral. This bitch is at the airport with some fucking Snoopy and Woodstock pajamas on with her fucking ass cheeks hanging out, and nigga like me, I'm looking because of what you fucking got on. I ain't looking because I think you cute, bitch.
But they don't understand it. They don't understand, and that's another thing. They don't understand the difference between when somebody is looking at them for their attention and looking at them to talk about them. They don't know the difference. They don't care to know the difference. You know why? Because they getting that same attention regardless of what you looking at them for. That's what they asking for.
Y'all, it was 38 degrees. No, 36. It wasn't freezing cold, but it was fucking cold. Okay? And y'all know, okay, I say that a lot of people probably don't know how Hartsfield Jackson works. But you got to drop the rental car off. Then you got to get on the SkyTrain and take the SkyTrain from the rental car center to the airport. We get to the airport. We got bags we got to check. Man, literally, we up there at United, because that's really who I fly with all the time. Checking bags, and there's a girl. She's flying fucking Frontier. One of the cheapest airlines you can fly on. Had some fucking Peanuts booty short, fucking Snoopy and Woodstock on the shit with some fucking fur boots or whatnot, and the top, I don't know if it was modded, but all the chest was out, damn near. What? And a red bonnet on top of that, a red silky bonnet. Why? But you'll jump in my comments and talk shit. You might as well go to the strip club with that shit on.
Basically.
But you're going to talk shit to me. Oh, if I got a 6-hour flight, I'm going to be comfortable.
You can be comfortable in anything.
You can be comfortable without your fucking... And then whatever fucking plane she was on, early in the morning, they had them air conditioners on them planes. On that, unless she had a fucking blanket
she was cold.
or some shit, she was fucking cold.
And that's the thing, like, people always got something smart to say, but not thinking about the overall picture, because y'all dress this kind of way. Oh, they gonna pop up one day and you gonna have a dress code.
Yeah,
that's why Houston brunches done settled down a little bit, because these restaurants putting these dress code signs up. Yeah.
I tried to duck and dodge you niggas. I tried to go to one of the most, I won't even say it's one of the most bougie places, but it was one of the places where I know a lot of Caucasian people go for brunch here in Houston, and they closed it down. Shout out to Boss Cat Liberations. They ain't open no more. But they had really good food. And I know a lot of the Houston brunch crowd didn't go there. But we went there and fucked around and find out and ran into some of y'all Quanishas or
Not the
whatever.
Quanishas.
Yeah. And that's why I never went back.
not the not the Quanishas.
So call me whatever you want to, but we never went back because of that. And I really haven't participated in any Houston brunches. If I could get out somewhere like First Watch or what's the other Flying Biscuit somewhere quick and get in and get out before y'all come, I'll do it. But anywhere with a fucking grass wall with a neon sign or whatnot and waitresses in a fucking onesie with some fucking tights on and some tennis shoes or some fishnets, I'm not fucking going. I can't stand you niggas. Let me get out this damn podcast. Fuck everything up for everybody, man.
Man, and that's what they don't understand. Like, they mad at people who don't want to see that type of stuff. Like, people literally go to brunch to unwind, to restart their week, get ready for the next work week and work day. Like, they don't understand it. They don't understand it. Hookahs everywhere. Every restaurant you go in, you got a hookah cloud. Like, it's okay, but
a hookah cloud is fine. Yeah, I'll give you that. Maybe because I smoke,
but
so
right,
maybe
everybody don't smoke. So you
that's
gotta,
true.
like, people, you gotta think about stuff.
That's true.
Oh, because this is what's hot right now. People are losing money in business because of that. Make certain areas and certain restaurants specifically for that, so that crowd knows. Hey, this they go over here. Yeah, it's everywhere.
They antagonize everything. Well, anyway, we finna hop off here. I think we pretty much covered all the questions we had or whatnot for today. So drop y'all's comments, complaints.
More questions.
It would be great to have more questions. I agree with my wife. Be great to have that. But, you know, the channel is still growing, so I'm pretty sure a lot of the questions won't start coming until later on as the channel starts to grow or whatnot. So I'm not going against what she's saying, but hey, it is what it is. And until next time, we out.